Don't know if you noticed, but PayPal is quietly up over 20% in just a month. That's right, the stock that couldn't go anywhere but down for almost 2 years has finally had a big move up. But is this the beginning of an epic run and it's time for a meta-style march up? Or is this just another tease and all the bears in the comments section saying PayPal is going to 40 or 30 or whatever are going to be right when we get the rug pulled out from underneath us? So let's talk about all that and see exactly where the truth lies. I just ask that you hit that like button if you like getting the truth without the hype. And you guys know I believe everybody can retire early and be financially independent, and that's exactly what my new channel is about. It'll be the pinned comment down there. Check it out if you want information directly on retiring early and being financially free. All right, so let me give you 6 reasons why PayPal is primed to go on a massive run, but there is a warning as well attached to this, so you don't want to go crazy, go all in and do anything crazy like that. You gotta understand this warning in order to successfully execute and understand what's going on with PayPal. There is a major risk there, and we'll get into that right after we talk about these 6. So number 1 is fintech gets out of the doghouse. We've been saying this is necessary for well over a year now that, hey, fintech has to get out of the doghouse in order for PayPal to go on a really epic style run. And guess what? It looks like we're finally starting to see that. You're starting to see big runs in the riskier players in the fintech space, which of course means the big dogs like PayPal are going to start turning around and start, or actually, I guess it has moved. 20% moves, pretty good move there, and over a month or so, right around the month. So you're starting to see fintech as a whole getting out of the doghouse and starting to move big the other way. And this is the first time this has happened, kind of across the board over the course of all those stocks. So for now, at least, it looks like that is the move that big money is making, is starting to come into fintech, which means it is starting to get out of the doghouse. And the holiday sale for my group is live, and once the holidays are over, the price goes up forever. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there. If you want to get 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, see my watch list complete with price targets, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8-figure Discord out there, slide into my DMs, jump on our live Q&As. Guys, there's so much. Check out the pinned comment down there, as I may have actually left a little free gift for you guys too, even if you're not interested in my group. Second reason is the new CEO is named and Wall Street likes it. Now this one's a little bit murkier, I'll be honest and upfront here, because we haven't had time yet. We'll talk about that here too. But I do know that Wall Street did like naming Alex Chriss the new CEO, and they absolutely liked his plan, his turnaround plan for PayPal as well. They're already making lots of internal management changes, especially if they're in a C-suite spot, and a lot of other changes internally, which are all good signs that Wall Street likes to see. But we've got to see execution in the earnings themselves, which of course we're not going to get that yet. And even had the first earnings call, all the way through where he's been CEO the entire time. So until we see that, it's a cautionary thing that's kind of there. But so far, it's not like Wall Street is poo-pooed all over the move, or they haven't liked what he's doing, or they feel like it's going to be the status quo. I think they're excited and cautiously optimistic that this is the right move and it's going to work out for PayPal. But of course, we got to see the execution. Reason number 3 is the old CEO and chairman is out. Look, I got nothing against the guy. I'm not saying he did a terrible job or anything else like that, but he was very much the old guard, part of the status quo, didn't want to shake things up, was about growth at all expense without worrying about profits at all or anything else like that, just about user count and goofy stuff like that. Didn't matter if there were users that were actually using the platform, actually quality of users, bringing in money for PayPal. It was just growth at all costs. Even if it cost them money, they were willing to do that. And that mentality is now completely gone. Not only is he gone from the company, he's also gone from the board as well. So a lot of those old, the old guard per se is out, meaning that makes Alex's job a lot easier, because he's not having to butt heads with the old guard who kind of feel, how it is. Whenever you were used to do something, you used to do that job, you kind of feel like, hey, I wouldn't get rid of that. I thought that was a really good idea, even if it's a poor idea. Just doesn't matter. We all get that feeling, and that could become a hindrance for Alex. And now that that's gone, I see a lot of the hindrances that could be in his way in terms of executing that vision being removed completely. So that right there is another good reason and a good sign for the company. Reason number 4, PayPal made a huge leg up and held above $60. We talked about it for, I don't know, probably over a month now, that if PayPal can get up over 60 and just maintain it, just hold that line. It teased us a few times getting up close to 60, but if they can just get up over that and hold that line, that right there will provide that support to kind of help us go on that next leg up and kind of prove that that first leg is actually solid and it is true. And it looks like that's exactly what we're getting right now. So doesn't mean it can't go back down, but it's a great sign whenever you see it able to take a huge mark like the $60 mark and be able to hold and maintain that line. So again, that's another positive sign for PayPal. Reason number 5 is FedNow and Apple Pay fears were overblown. We discussed it right here as soon as Apple Pay hit, as soon as the announcement of FedNow was made, that it's not going to affect PayPal's bottom line, and earnings has proven that out. The new money that was coming in for Apple Pay, I don't even know if anybody's using FedNow or not, but the point being, money did not flow out of PayPal to those other ones, and we discussed that repeatedly. That's not what's going to happen, despite that's what the narrative was and what the fear was and all that sort of stuff like that. The reality is, as we said, it's not going to affect PayPal at all. It's going to affect legacy banking and a lot of other companies like that, and a lot of other industries like that, far before it would ever impact PayPal's bottom line. So once again, another Fed item that wasn't true, that if you ignored like we did and were buying anyways, you were able to accumulate a lot of shares at a great price instead of being scared of the FUD. And reason number 6, the Fed pivot. The Fed is finally kind of signaling that they're going to pivot a little bit here. And I personally thought it was dumb that fintech was getting beat down just because interest rates went up, because of course the way you handle interest rates in a lot of ways is better. They did the same exact thing to banks too. They did the same exact thing to Chase and to Goldman and everybody else, and they beat everybody down. Of course, you're able to get JP Morgan Chase, I think, under $100 there for a little while. I don't remember. We were scooping up a bunch of shares right in that $100 range. And of course, it shot way up since then. So it was overblown then. And finally, we're figuring out, oh, hey, by the way, it's overblown for PayPal too. But since the Fed is pivoting, of course, that's another one of those reasons people weren't buying fintech to start pouring into fintech. And that's okay. That happens. All that means when Wall Street's get done with a stupid narrative like that is you get to accumulate more shares at cheaper prices. And who doesn't want more shares at a cheaper price? That sounds awesome to me. And that's exactly what we were doing. All right, so on to the warning right here, guys. And I want to make sure I'm very clear with this. I want to make sure everybody's understanding of it. And I want to make sure that this warning is one to kind of keep you off a lot of the things that I think are going to come here. If PayPal does indeed start really making a hard run, you're going to start hearing a lot of these sort of things, and you need to understand why it's imperative you ignore all that sort of stuff. So although I think we are going to see a run and you're going to see outsized returns, if I could talk, anyways, outsized returns in the future, I don't think we're going to get near the run up that Meta got. And let me tell you why. Meta was priced for bankruptcy, guys. That's how cheap it was. PayPal is not priced for bankruptcy. And even more importantly, what PayPal's new CEO has to do in order to turn around this ship is a lot harder than what Mark Zuckerberg had to do in order to turn around Meta. That was a very, very easy turnaround that he could execute quickly and make happen. And what PayPal has to do in order to continue to shift this business is going to take a lot more time. So to me, it's still going to return quite nicely next year. There's no doubt about it in my mind. But I don't believe we're going to get a 300% return in a year like we've gotten with Meta so far. But guess what? If I happen to be wrong on this and it does go on a Meta style run, I stand to make a lot of money. So I kind of win regardless of what it is. But I just wanted to kind of cage the expectations there and understand that we're probably not going to see the same type of run that we got in Meta. But I think you're going to be very, very happy with your shares when that time comes and it does go on its run. And the holiday sale for my group is live. And once the holidays are over, the price goes up forever. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there. If you want to get 5 courses for free, use our stock analyzer tool for free, see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, see my watch list complete with price targets, be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there, slide into my DMs, jump on our live Q&As. Guys, there's so much. Check out the pinned comment down there, as I may have actually left a little free gift for you guys too, even if you're not interested in my group. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market, and click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.